Greetings YouTube. This is your boy, Campus Guy, aka Coach P, coming at you with something hot. Now, before I get started and get into it, I promise this is going to be a shorter video. I'm going to try to hit it in 4 minutes, but I have to go over a lot of information, so I'm going to try to get through it. So, this is going to be a video about something that I'm not the first one to bring up, but I have been talking about this for years. I have been talking about how crucial this move would have been, and I think it would have been the smartest move, even smarter than staying in Golden State, and here's why. So, many of you have probably come across a few videos on the internet about KD declining his player option, which he most likely will do, and going to the Suns. Now, I've seen smaller basketball community channels covering this topic. I'm not going to go into the intricacies of the trade or the different type of scenarios of trade options. I'm just going to go over what the Suns would be receiving. The Suns would receive Kevin Durant, and what they would lose most likely is DeAndre Ayton, McCall Bridges, their first round pick, and possibly another throw-in player. And they would keep Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and they would have Cam Johnson, and they would have to fill out the rest of their roster. They would have JaVale McGee, and they would have to find some guy in the offseason that they can possibly bring in. Now, I haven't looked into some of the other free agents, so in a part 2, I'll go over some of the possible free agents that the Suns could pick up that could really fill out the rest of the roster after losing a guy like a McCall and a DeAndre Ayton, and kind of rebuilding the depth. Losing McCall and DeAndre Ayton is huge no matter how you slice it. Yes, you're receiving Kevin Durant. However, you are receiving Kevin Durant, and you are pairing Kevin Durant with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Now, the Suns have not had a guy that can score like Kevin Durant on their team, not even Devin Booker. You pair those two together, and you take all of the responsibility of scoring basically off of Chris Paul, and now you're talking a very dangerous team. You fill that out with a Robert Covington. I don't know if he's under contract. Once again, I'll go do my research and then make sure that I can come up with some viable candidates for free agency pickups. But I said all that to say that I want to talk about very briefly the impact that Kevin Durant is going to have on the Suns. And then I'll reiterate that in the next video, part 2, and talk about what pieces would fit around that they can pick up so that they can fill in the gaps that they lost with receiving Kevin Durant and continue to be a great defensive team. Now, here's my thing. You got Monty Williams, who's a good coach, just won Coach of the Year. You can say he got out coached in that Dallas series, and I wouldn't disagree with you. But here's what Kevin Durant gets. He gets Monty Williams, which is a huge upgrade from Steve Nash. He gets Chris Paul, who's a pure point guard, and he gets a good, what I would say, a great secondary star, secondary scorer in Devin Booker. Both of them make each other, I'm going to go over 4 minutes, whatever. Both of them make each other more efficient. Kevin Durant's already a damn near a 50, 40, 90 guy every year for his career. And then you just add in the fact that he'll be playing alongside Devin Booker, who's a very great mid-range jump shooter and is improving his three-point shot. And then with Chris Paul, who's one of the most competent offensive gurus, geniuses that this league has ever seen at the point guard position. And so you still get to keep Cam Payne and build him up. You still get to keep Cameron Johnson. How do you have to hang on to JaVale McGee. He had a great year. Might have to let Bismack go to clear space, but that's neither here nor there. Bringing back Bismack wouldn't be bad for depth purposes. You got Cam Johnson, Cam Payne, Bismack Biyombo, and hopefully you're getting back. I know it's going to sound crazy, but hopefully you're getting back Frank Kaminsky, and maybe he can have a career year. But that's not going to be enough to me. very close, but you do need to fill out a couple of spots. You lost a big 3-and-D guy. You did keep Jay Crowder, so that's huge. So we have to look at how are we going to get the greatest impact out of Kevin Durant. I think Kevin Durant still has the ability to fill out his legacy. I know he wants to play with Kyrie Irving, but he needs a better coach. He needs a more well-rounded team that has buy-in. And I think the Phoenix culture is still there, even though people are devastated. Now, for me, being a guy that Kevin Durant's my favorite player, not a fan, because my dad taught me to be a fan of no man, but he is my favorite player and has been since 07, 06, actually really 05, when he was coming up and he was going to be committing to Texas. I had been following him for a long time, and I just liked the way he played the game, and I liked the style. Despite him being so slender, he was just so smooth. So I live in Phoenix. I am actually a Spurs guy, but living in Phoenix, I've watched them grow up before my eyes, and I told people back before the bubble even started that they were a team to watch. And then I told people that they would go 8-0 in the bubble, and then they did. And I actually have a tweet for that that I tweeted. I'm going to have to find that for you guys and show you later on, especially when I learn how to put graphics up on the screen. But also, I said that they were going to win 50-plus games. I also have a tweet for that. And they ended up winning 51. The 72-game season, the 2020-2021 season. So I'm not going to say I'm great at predictions because I predicted the Suns Nets this year, and I've fallen short, and I can admit that. But I believe if the Suns land Kevin Durant, they are a championship team, and I do believe that's the smartest move for Kevin Durant to make legacy-wise. Suns lost in the second round. They had no paths crossed with the Nets. They've never won a title. Kevin Durant can really, and Phoenix is a growing economy. Kevin Durant already has all the clout he needs. I believe that the Suns need to find a way to draw Kevin Durant in, and Kevin Durant has to tell Kyrie that I think it's better that we separate ourselves for our careers, still be friends, of course, and then you go your way and I go mine, and we find our destiny, however we find it. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to do a part 2. I said 4 minutes. I went to just about 8, but that's okay. Hopefully I provided a different perspective, especially since I'm a coach, a different perspective than the other guys. I just think Kevin Durant's a good defender. He spaces the floor. He doesn't dominate the basketball when you play a motion-oriented offense. He can get a shot very quickly. He's a high IQ basketball player. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the video. Hopefully I reach a lot more people. I'm trying to grow my channel. Let's see, it's June 1st. So by August, I would like to get my subscribers up to 500. I'm at 8 now. And I'd like to get my views to an average of 2,000, 3,000 per video by August. And that's lofty, but I think I can get there. Maybe I'll get there faster than I thought, but I'd like to hear from you guys. I'd like to know what you think. If you want to tell me what I can improve on, I'm already going to be working on what I can improve, but I am open to criticism. I'm open to giving you guys better content, but hopefully you enjoyed the video today, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Y'all have a good one. I'll do my research. I'll make sure I'll bring in an even better video the second time, but I'm out. Think about it. Think about KD in Phoenix. That would be dope. Peace.